Hey everyone, Andrews here. I truly believe that one of the best genres to play on Android is turn-based RPGs. There are so many interesting types like the ones with tons of fan service or even those that are full-on PvP. The variety for sure is one of the best things about the Playstore. I've brought you 15 of the absolute best, the ones that everyone's playing. Let's see if any of these really catch your interest and make you want to download one right now. So hit that like button and let's get started. Let's start with something a bit different. It's a turn-based MMORPG, and we're talking about ALCHEMIA Story. ALCHEMIA Story is a Japanese MMORPG developed by Asobimo, the same company behind other games like Toram Online and Avabel Online. This game has a strong appeal for fans of traditional JRPGs, blending classic mechanics with a turn-based battle system. It really does manage to be a well-crafted MMORPG, offering an open world that's free for exploration with lots of different locations, crafting, alchemy systems, and even pets. But what really stands out in this game is the turn-based RPG system. And it's not just that, you can form teams with other players to take on bosses and participate in events. The game truly delivers a solid experience, perfect for MMORPG lovers who also enjoy a turn-based RPG. There's a game that's hiding quietly in the corner of the Play Store, but trust me, it can be super addictive. Let's talk about DOFUS Touch, no? It's a free RPG set in the world of 12 where players embark on a journey to find the legendary Dofus, dragon eggs that grant incredible powers. The game combines elements of tactical RPGs with strategic turn-based battles, kind of like board games. Unlike the more classic turn-based RPGs, this one mixes auto battle with turn-based combat. The game is pretty complex with various mechanics that set it apart from other Dofus games. One thing that really caught my attention is that there are 15 playable classes, each with unique abilities and very different playstyles, e.g. IOP focuses on brute strength, Inripsa on healing, Cry on ranged attacks, etc. Dofus is definitely a turn-based RPG unlike anything else on Android, and I think it's worth checking out. Remember earlier when I mentioned games with fan service? Well, this one definitely fits the bill. Let's talk about BROWNDUST 2. It's a tactical RPG developed by NeoWiz, and it's the sequel to BROWNDUST, now called Brave 9. The game keeps the strategic style of its predecessor, but with improved graphics and a new format that blends elements of classic JRPGs with turn-based tactical combat. I'm not really sure what to call this style of turn-based RPG, but I can tell you it's definitely not your usual type. This game has a lot of great things and it's honestly hard to explain them all. For example, there's the story mode, which has tons of content available even offline. The game features detailed 2D visuals inspired by classic JRPGs, but with modern animations and high-quality visual effects. But let's be real, I think most people play it because of the fan service, and honestly it's pretty heavy and well done. I truly believe this is the best turn-based RPG on Android and possibly even on PC. Let's talk about HONKAI Star Rail. This one's super similar to Genshin Impact, and that's because it's from the same company, right? You could even call it Genshin Impact Do, but turn-based. The story follows the Trailblazer, a protagonist who boards the Astral Express, a space train traveling through the universe and facing cosmic threats. The story has plenty of twists, charming characters, and many well-produced cutscenes. The game takes place in the Honkai universe, but with a space-themed setting. You travel between various planets, each with its own culture, history, and mysteries. It features an open world that's truly exciting, and as you can see, the turn-based combat is actually pretty standard, but it's done really well. I honestly believe this game is really underrated and deserves more recognition because it has a lot of quality. Let's talk about Another Eden. Another Eden is a single-player JRPG developed by Right Flyer Studios and written by Masato Kato, the same writer behind Chrono Trigger and Xenogears. The game has a strong nostalgic feel, inspired by the great classics of Japanese RPGs. The story follows Aldo, a young man who needs to save his sister from dark forces while traveling through the past, present, and future. The plot has a strong Chrono Trigger influence with twists, lovable characters, and events that intertwine through time. Playing this game, I truly feel like I'm playing old school games that have been well adapted for today. Its turn-based RPG system is pretty standard, but it's that kind of standard that's done really well. This might just be your next addiction. Let's talk about perhaps the first turn-based RPG fully focused on anime. Lord of NAZARICK. Lord of Nazarick is a mobile game based on the famous anime and light novel Overlord developed by G123. It's an idle gacha RPG where players collect and strengthen characters from the Overlord universe such as Ainz, Uolgaun, Albedo, Shaltar, Demiurge, and Cocytus. If you've never watched the anime, don't worry, the game actually recreates all the moments from the anime, so you end up watching it while playing. This is also the first one on our list that's a bit AFK, meaning you gather resources and money even when the game is offline. The game is very well done, but I think it's really going to appeal to those who've already seen the anime. That being said, there's no denying the quality of the game. One of the most beautiful turn-based RPGs I've ever seen on the Playstore. Let's talk about the totally underrated Reverse 1999 Azul.
Are you ready to be blinded? Each moment, now night.
The game takes place in an alternate reality where mysterious events called storms cause time to reverse, sending people and places back into the past. You play as Vert, a time traveler who can resist these anomalies and uncover the secrets of the universe. The visual aesthetic of Reverse 1999 blends vintage 1900s art with a modern and surreal touch, creating an incredible and unique design. Unlike many games on our list, this one offers a well-crafted turn-based RPG, but also mixes in a card game element. You'll need good cards and strong characters to progress through the game's story. I absolutely love the art style of this anime, and I also love how the game itself is crafted. I played this game for a long time, but I had to stop to make room for testing others. Let's talk about HIGAN, ERUTHYLL.
How about this?
Unlike turn-based games, HIGAN, ERUTHYLL uses a real-time battle system where players position their characters on the battlefield and activate abilities at the right moment to maximize damage and control. The cards are the key to combat, and you need to use them at the right time and within the right range. Even though it's a turn-based RPG, it offers constant action and you need to stay on your toes throughout the fight. The story takes place in a world split between reality and nightmares, where the player's mission is to lead a group of heroes to free souls trapped in the realm of shadows. Besides the campaign mode, there are extra challenges, boss fights, and PvP where players can test their teams against other competitors. If you're into those turn-based RPGs with plenty of waifus, let's talk about the very underrated but beautiful game ATELIER RESLERIANA. The story follows Resna, a young alchemist who dreams of restoring the lost glory of alchemy in a world where the art has been forgotten. Along her journey, she meets allies and uncovers secrets about the golden age of alchemy. The battles follow the traditional style of the Atelier franchise, where players form teams of characters, use normal attacks and special abilities, and even items created through alchemy for tactical advantages. One thing I have to mention is that this game has a lot of dialogue, a very well-built story, but you'll have to do a lot of reading and sometimes there's not much action. But graphically, the game is stunning and its gameplay is really well done too. This game is more of a tactical RPG or something else entirely than a traditional turn-based RPG, but I included it anyway. Let's talk about ZOLD out.
That will work out. This character right here I really kind of enjoy, so check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and do this little leap attack.
The game combines a strategic turn-based combat with an innovative free movement system where players control characters on a dynamic board using abilities and weapons to defeat enemies. It replaces traditional commands with a card system where each action, attacks, buffs, debuffs, and movement is activated through these cards. This adds a unique tactical element as the strategy changes depending on the available cards. If you like this kind of RPG, just play this totally underrated game and you won't regret it. It's one of the best. This one might be a bit more famous, especially since it's also available on Steam and the Playstore. Let's talk about Sword of CONVALLARIA E. The game takes place in a fantasy world where you play as a hero on a journey to restore peace to a continent threatened by dark forces. The story is well developed with complex characters and a plot that mixes politics, magic, and adventure. The game offers a vast area to explore with several cities, villages, dungeons, and outdoor environments for players to discover. While exploring, you can find side quests, rare items, and hidden secrets. It's hard not to compare this game to the great Final Fantasy. The gameplay system is very similar, even with the many characters. The game truly excites fans who love turn-based RPGs with an old-school feel and great graphics. Another anime-based game, but I really believe this is one of the best turn-based RPGs on Android, even though I haven't watched the anime. Let's talk about Black Clover Mobile. The game follows the story of Black Clover, where the protagonist Asta, a young man with no magical abilities, dreams of becoming the Wizard King. Alongside his friend Yuno, he embarks on a journey full of challenges, confrontations, and personal growth. The The game follows this narrative, allowing players to relive important moments from the anime manga. In addition to battles, the game offers exploration modes where players can go on quests to earn resources, new items, and upgrade their characters. The game also has temporary events, offering extra missions with exclusive rewards. I have no idea if the anime is good or bad, or if the characters are really in the game, but without a doubt, it's one of the most complete turn-based RPGs I've ever seen. I really don't know anything about Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent White Titan, where it came from or its story, but what I can tell you is that the gameplay and graphics are impressive. The game keeps the iconic HD 2D visual style of the original, which blends retro pixel art with 3D backgrounds in 2D. This visual style brings a sense of nostalgia while also offering modern and vibrant graphics that are perfect for mobile devices. In Tani, the storyline takes place before Octopath Traveler, introducing new characters and stories. Players control a group of heroes, each with their own objectives in an epic adventure to save the continent from a great evil. Well, that's what ChatGPT told me because I really just enjoy the gameplay and graphics, which without a doubt are some of the best pixel art I've ever seen in my life. The game manages to be exciting even without me understanding anything about it. When DRAGONHEIR Silent Gods was released in 2023, it made quite an impact, but now it seems to have been largely forgotten. The game offers an expansive world full of legends, secrets, and exploration. Players can travel through different regions, each with its own story and challenges. Exploring the world is an essential part of the experience, allowing players to uncover secrets, meet characters, and undertake missions that enrich the narrative. Combat requires a good amount of strategy, as each hero has unique abilities and enemies have weaknesses that can be exploited. The choice of team composition and skills is crucial to success in battles. The game is really exciting, especially due to its open world and exploration, making it a great turn-based RPG.
Don't bother trying to hide.
Let's wrap up this beautiful list with one of the latest releases that really made an impact: Realms of Pixel. The story of Realms of Pixel takes place in a world threatened by a dark force bent on destroying the realms. The player assumes the role of a hero who must unite the realms and fight this looming threat. The narrative is filled with twists and captivating characters unfolding as the player progresses and uncovers hidden secrets along the way. The game has a strong resemblance to Dragon Ball, especially in its characters, which really grabs attention. A cool feature is that the game mixes various RPG elements, ranging from AFK RPG to a more traditional RPG. The game has just launched and has the potential to become one of Android's top games. And that's a wrap for today's list. So these turn-based RPGs really showcase the diversity and quality of mobile gaming, each offering something unique. Whether you're into nostalgic classics, anime-inspired adventures, or stunning graphics, there's definitely something here for everyone. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome game recommendations. Until next time, happy gaming!